The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Cue that intro. Hello, everybody. I'm Josh. Welcome to Liquid Lunch. Over there to my left, your screen right, is one Christopher Q. Kennedy.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kennedy.
Welcome to Thursdays Live.
You got right into it.
Midday Craft Beer Show. Well, there's so much to talk about.
I know.
So many things we need to just get out there and
So much.
chat about.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. We've almost made it to the weekend. It is a big day in Houston. Astros Game 5 tonight. Will they survive? Will the pitching come back? Will our bats awaken? Will we be able to beat the dreaded Tampa Bay Rays? Maybe. If you'll remember back to the very beginning of the season, the first day, opening day, we played the Rays. So for one of us, it's a bookend for one team or the other. Anyway, we'll see tonight on Fox Sports 1 at 6:07 first pitch. There you go. Are you excited, Kennedy? Are you nervous?
I'm so excited.
I'm a little nervous, but we're due. I think Springer's due to really jump out if it's anything like the 2017. So we're much better at home than we are away. So nobody be worried. Nobody should be worried. What else do I need to talk about? Is that the show? That's pretty much it.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Just kidding.
Later.
Let's talk about beer because that's the show we
hold
do.
on.
Are you ready? Let me know when you're ready to talk about beer in earnest.
I'm not ready.
Okay, well, then I'll do some shameless self-promotion. Just this morning, posted episode 216 of Inner Brews. I got to go out to Lone Pint and hang out with Trevor and Blake, and they are expanding, Kennedy. They are literally raising the roof as we speak. They are getting new tanks in soon, and that means more delicious beers for you. That was actually our pre-show beer today. It was a little bit of that Gentleman's Relish.
Yeah, but
But
you didn't have it on Nitro.
not yet. Maybe one day. You know, if I wanted to, I could go to a certain store that I won't mention yet because I know you're working on other graphics, but we'll talk about that later. That's an option. So, anyway.
Jeffrey, it didn't start off as a Christmas show. It was just orange lights to, give a
That's
nice
purple.
Yeah,
Orange and purple. Those
well,
that's
the
Halloween.
orange was okay when it was nice and autumn, fall-ish. And then you mixed in the purple. And
Purple's Halloween.
purple is not Halloween.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. What? Yes, that's like the Halloween color.
Halloween is purple.
Yeah.
That's the first time hearing of this.
Yeah, dude. All right, I'll just go to orange. Fine. One-dimensional.
Well, I don't think I'm alone in this.
Okay. Well, Jeffrey,
He
you need to.
says it looks blue on screen.
Well, maybe you need to adjust your chroma or your saturation.
Or maybe you need to just go out and buy us better cameras.
That could be that. You could do that. You could go on. You don't even have to buy us new cameras. You could just go to liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon, buy something for yourself, something very expensive, and then we'd get a little beak wettage. Maybe, and that would go to the ordering of new cameras. So that's still a thing. If you go to liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon, that will help us get cameras or some cable ties, basically, is what we've been able to generate from that. But either way, we need them all. Gentleman's Relish. There you go. Delicious pre-show beer. Are you ready to talk about the other?
One more shares.
You're sharing.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm jumping into stuff too quickly. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
we had a pace.
I can't. I gotta promote our show on other beer groups. And
you don't think they know by now?
No.
Is it one of those things like, oh yeah?
No, it helps when people get reminders.
Oh, okay. Well, then everybody share. Let's all share. Let's just take the time. Let's do that. We should do the sharing moment.
If every viewer shared the post, we'd probably quadruple our numbers.
Would we?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do that. Everybody share. Let's see what happens.
Our numbers. I've done metrics. Our numbers go up when people share.
Oh well, hey.
Way up.
Hey, Brock. Thanks for. Let's see.
Let's see.
Write a post.
San Antonio or Dallas?
We are live. We are live on. Well, are we going to talk about either place?
Yes, but we have a Dallas beer on the table. So
Oh yeah, we should totally like
all right.
do that.
All right. I'm good now.
Oh, hold on now, I'm
we,
sharing.
we have my undivided attention.
Now you need to talk.
Yeah. So I starting 15 minutes earlier wouldn't really help Jeffrey because we would go live. I can't do any kind of sharing until we go live,
Yeah.
and then we just run to the same thing. We go start 15 minutes early, and then I'd hear, oh, you need to start 15 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a 15-minute earlier start.
Yeah,
But
Jeffrey.
we're good now. We're good now.
But we are going to skip 4K, go right to 8K.
Yeah, Jeff, we're not even broadcasting in 1080 yet.
We're gonna go right to 8K.
Actually,
Foamy had
We probably
13.
could.
Uh,
What's he drinking?
he's drinking a New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Hop Avenger IPA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm gonna send him a little shout out there. Boom. There you go. You could be watching on Twitch, or you could be watching on YouTube or Periscope.
Yep.
We're watching all of them.
Yeah. Well, I have a question for you.
Oh, okay. Maybe I have an answer.
Yeah.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
And on the table today,
We had an homage to to a few of the Texas GABF winners, which we're going to be getting into in depth. We're going
Yeah.
to go deep.
yeah, way deep,
How deep?
all the way.
No. But currently, let's see. Oh, I got stretch.
Okay.
Oh, I'm too old for this.
Wow.
We got a nice 6-pack of some Texas Lager from Community.
Yes. Award winning.
Just a little sneak peek here. They won gold.
That is a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot more. Texas did really well.
Yeah, they did. They always do.
So, I'm not quite done with.
What?
Whoa,
Dude.
hey.
Whoa.
Slow down, Beavis.
What we doing?
We'll get into it. Oh
What?
man, I shouldn't touch anything.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm done touching
That's what she
stuff.
said.
I'm done touching stuff today.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Are you going to pour any of that beer?
Are you done with yours currently?
Yeah, like forever ago.
Okay, hold on.
Going from the.
Let me stretch across the table and see how much shit I can knock over again.
Okay, go for it. Move your mic. Let's do this. Put it
Well-
over here. Get untangled. There you go. Good job. Good job, buddy. Yes, of course, this past weekend was GABF up in Denver, the Great American Beef Fest. And they have a
Well, yes, it was beef because we had one Chad Pilbeam.
beer. Is he watching?
Beefy
You watching?
in the good ways.
Oh.
Chad Pilbeam.
I always like he and James's pictures together. It looks like they're on there.
I think don't
Honeymoon.
every year you ask him, "Hey, did you guys have to stay in the same hotel room?"
I assume they do. I assume they have a single bed
Yeah.
in the same room. They both wear pajamas
Yeah.
and nightcaps, and that's the whole
Who
story.
would you rather have to share a bed with, James or Chad?
James is smaller. Chad is there would be way more room.
Yeah, I think James is. I think more.
Although
but-
James does have the beard, so
I know, but
could
I
get
think
tickled in a
James
minute.
is more cuddly.
You think?
Yeah,
I don't know.
snuggly.
Maybe I don't. Never really like factored in their snuggle factor.
Well, I haven't either until just now. It's not. It's not something I typically ponder on.
You know what? I take it back. I don't think they have to share a bed. I think what they do for James is they pull out the drawer on the dresser, put a towel and
Oh, boy.
and a pillow in there, and let him
You're going there.
let him sleep there. So
Oh, you're. Are you trying to start beef?
no, well no,
Are you starting beef with the beef?
it's
with,
the Great
with
American Beef Fest.
You starting beef with the beefcakes?
No, they're not beefcakes.
I'm being nice.
Are you? That's weird. It's kind of
No.
being weird.
No, not really.
All right. Thanks to the two other
All
people
right.
watching as well.
Texas Lager Community. Go out. You can find this anywhere. It is a gold winner from the GABF this
From
year.
the Beef Fest.
Yes, gold winner. What category?
Loggers.
Well, we'll tell you later.
Oh,
It's a tease.
Yeah.
Can't give everything away.
no, you can't.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Super clear.
Well, it's a lager.
I look like an alien behind this.
Sure you do. Can you pass that over?
No, look at that big head.
Let me
of
know
mine.
when you're done looking at yourself. Thank you. All right. Crisp, delicious lager.
I've really been into lagers lately. Maybe because I just got finished brewing one. And it's taken a good 3 months out of my life.
There you go. Totally worth it if you can do a good one. Hey, there's Brendan. Brendan's watching. How's it going, buddy?
Sorry, I did it again.
Yeah. Are you ready to? I want to promote some things real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
These aren't graphics deals.
Do what you got to do.
Okay, I've got my. I keep some notes.
Okay.
I knocked over my class. Let's see. Okay,
Super organized.
this weekend, shout out to our friends at Southern Yankee doing their Oktoberfest, and you said the wort share.
Yes. Nick Seacrest, a fellow
Rogue Brewer.
rogue brewer of mine, fellow rogue brewer,
Yeah. Come on.
won the wort share, and they're tapping his beer at Southern Yankee tonight.
Cool. And this weekend will be their Oktoberfest, and their patio is constructed, ready to go.
Lots of good stuff going on at Southern Yankee tonight or this weekend.
This whole weekend. There's a lot of
Probably tonight.
Oktoberfests going on, so be on the lookout all around where you are, all across the state. I was going to name off a whole bunch, but I'll just say just check out your area. I think 11 Below is doing their Oktoberfest as well. Let's see. Oh, yes, Brew 30, our friends at Brew 30, Tiffany, Melinda, and Gary. They're doing an event to honor Deputy DeWally, who he was the sheriff's deputy that we lost, and all the proceeds are gonna go to his family. 100% of the proceeds from the event this weekend. So if you get a chance and you're in the Northwest Houston / Cypress area, check out Brew 30 and the Rock Food Truck, and super awesome cause. Anyway, that's one. And was there any other ones? Oh, yeah. Just in general. So we have Game 5 tonight. And then Saturday, the big rivalry game. Kennedy, do you know who's playing this weekend?
Is it the Red River Shootout?
No longer the shootout. It hasn't been the shootout in like 8 years because guns are bad, Clay.
Oh, yeah. The negative connotations that follow the words shootout.
Yeah. So
I get it.
Red River
You
rivalry.
know, 100 years of tradition means doesn't matter.
Listen, you can't have somebody watching a game.
It's who we offend now.
You can't have somebody watching a game and then thinking it's okay to
Sorry, I just went really
shoot somebody.
politically incorrect
Yeah.
there.
So
I do apologize to all our viewers.
you should. But anyway, that big game
Is it really this weekend?
it is this weekend.
Oh, I totally guessed.
Well, I mentioned it before the show. So I think what happens is you
But I
never
don't
listen,
I don't listen.
but it gets kind of bores into your head a little bit. So there's like a worm in there that holds on to, information on some level. Anyway, you reached and grabbed it and you got it. So yeah, big game. They're both top 10. Texas with the one loss to LSU, OU undefeated, and of course the Texas State Fair going on as well. It's at the Cotton Bowl at the Texas State Fairgrounds. Should be a big time. Go get some deep fried butter and all that good stuff. So there you go. Who you got in that game, everybody?
I'm not really a big fan, but I got Texas.
Okay.
I'll always root for Texas.
Okay. You're
That's
cheering for Texas,
That's one of my mottos.
but you don't have okay.
No,
Oklahoma looks tough.
I don't know how they look.
They look very tough.
I would say every single college football team looks tough.
Do they?
Yeah, I bet if you had the team in this room, you'd say, "God, these guys look tough."
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, even like Division 3.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially if they were just in here, just
Hanging out with us?
mean mugging us.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course. To their face, of course. But anyway, so we'll say you can go out and cheer on your team wherever, somewhere. Lone Pine would be a good one. They Trevor just installed a, a projector in the screen.
Oh.
He was mounting the projector when I got there. He was mounting it.
Oh, so maybe they start broadcasting episodes of Liquid with Lunch on that big screen.
Ooh. Well, they have expanded their beer garden hours / taproom hours.
Good.
Yeah, have you been out there lately?
I haven't. I had a goal that was going to be my first production brewery to legally buy
Uh-huh.
to take home beer.
And did you fail?
Well, I haven't failed because I've actually haven't bought any yet.
Oh.
But there's still a chance.
Okay. Well, this weekend would be a great time.
Yes. Why?
The weather's going to be great. Finally here in the Houston area. But
can you tell me
what
is going to be great about this weekend?
Oh well,
and where one should go this weekend, other than like Southern Yankee.
well, you should go to Southern Yankee and possibly head north, maybe towards Magnolia. Go to Lone Pine. Lone Pine is where you kind of regroup and get ready to go to the
There's
Texas Renaissance Festival
yes.
in Plantersville, and go see our friend Brewmaster Alan Ward at the Brigadoon Brewery and Brew School. And this weekend's theme is fairies.
Oh,
Fairy something.
fairy godmothers.
No. Let's see. It's what do they call it? Not dreams, fairy dream or something. It's a dream weekend. Anyway, put on your wings and go out there.
A dream weaver.
Maybe. Probably lots of people running around with wings and face paint, and probably not a lot of
clothes.
not a lot of like leg covering and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
If that sort of thing interests you,
listen, they have the whole fairy garden, mystic garden, magical garden out there.
oh, okay.
Have you ever been out there to see it?
I haven't been to the Renaissance Festival in like over 10 years.
Oh my goodness, Kennedy! How many things they've added? It's hundreds of acres.
Have you been hundreds of acres?
Yeah, I'm talking when you factor in the campgrounds and all that
Oh,
stuff. Yeah.
Have you ever been camping at the Renaissance Festival?
No.
I hear that's the thing to do.
Maybe if you like sleeping on the ground. I don't like sleeping on the ground. But although I think you can bring a camper out there. But I don't have a camper.
They make cots,
Yeah, I don't have one of those either.
blow up mattresses.
I've slept on one of those before. I'm not a big fan. I like my bed.
I'm okay with blow up mattresses, matri,
That's right.
until they start deflating. I had to sleep on one like for 4 nights.
Yeah, you
Here-
got to do
here
the raised.
recently.
You want the raised one. You don't
And-
want flat on the ground one.
Well, so I'd start off and it was nice. And then I wake up and then it felt like I was sinking in quicksand or something because I could see just nothing but mattress all around me as I'm sinking to the ground.
Tammy says that camping at the Renfest is so much fun. What makes
Yeah.
it? I mean, I get it. You don't have to worry about the drive, and everybody's there having a good time. I get that. Everybody's kind of like that, But what is there? I don't know. I just imagine it getting rowdy.
I've heard the stories of the camping out there.
Lots of s'mores. Is what I hear.
That's not what I've heard.
Oh, what do you? Snores? People snoring?
Just probably that too, but it gets a little crazy.
Right. Yeah. When you put that much
pe-
mead and beer and wine and,
And
scotch,
then everyone's dressed up, so no one's like being themselves.
oh,
Yeah.
so a loss of inhibition.
Yes. Very. That's kind of what I've heard about this camping.
Ah.
So I don't know. I haven't heard from like any like family types that go and take their kids camping or not.
Yeah. I don't know. I would
From what I hear, it's probably not.
more of an adults only
Yeah,
type
yeah.
event. Yeah, that makes sense. But we're going to be out there on
Naked Jenga. Is that really a thing at the
Who said that?
Tammy?
Oh, like just with the blocks, or like I don't. How does
Just like, are you saying that people get together like naked Jenga, or people like sit around and play Jenga naked?
Oh,
Like people are stacked up naked.
oh, yeah. I'm going to need more details on that
Yeah.
one. I don't really understand the naked Jenga.
I mean, I guess that's
I've heard of Naked Twister.
yeah.
That was. Have you ever heard that story
I've heard stories of naked
in
Twister.
the Houston craft beer world and Naked Twister?
No.
I think are the statute of limitations off on that whole story? Are we allowed to talk about that? Anybody that knows?
Wait, how long ago was this?
Oh gosh, this would have been.
Was it more than like 3 years ago?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's way past.
The place it happened
Way
is
past.
no longer open anymore,
Well then,
and
really, at a brewery?
it
Let me guess.
of sorts. It wasn't a brewery per se. Well, it was a yes. They had a brew house. It was what was the name of the place? It was
In
remember?
Houston?
Huh?
in Houston?
Yeah, downtown. Remember you don't. This was before your time. This was the League of
Was it
Extraordinary
1900?
Brewers. Do you remember that? Can we talk about this? Is there anybody around that would? Hey, Dustin, what's up? Hey, Dan,
No one's
Nick?
no one
what's up, guys? Vicky,
No.
how you doing?
no one's jumped in and said they'd be offended.
Yeah, but I don't.
I tell them the story.
Well, I don't
so-
have to name any names.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was I've already named the place, but it was a what do you call it? What would you call this place? It was like a brewery where people could come out and like lease out the brew space. It was like a 2 barrel system, 3 barrel system, something like that. 1.5, small thing. And this was years and years ago downtown, and incubator, a brewery incubator, right?
Okay.
And so they were going to do, you could come in, brew your batch, and then have it on tap, and then parties and things like that. Well, anyway, one night, apparently, allegedly, it was, they had a party, and the building they were in shared tenants with other businesses.
Yeah.
And in the stairwell, apparently one of the tenants from another building, or from the building, came down, and there were people playing Naked Twister in the hallway.
You know,
And that was and I think you can go back and find it in Houston Press, I believe.
in theory, I think Naked Twister sounds cool, but in like practice, it's probably pretty disgusting.
It depends on who you're playing with, for sure.
Well, I mean, there's gonna be body parts in your face that you probably don't want there, or maybe you do.
Maybe. That's what I'm saying. It depends on who you're playing with. You know? If it's just like, like you and me and TD Mike or something, it's going to get super competitive. So we probably don't want to, we're super competitive people.
Yeah.
And so probably not the best idea, right? Maybe if some sabotage involved,
Yeah. Maybe.
And how flexible are we? Let's be honest. I'm not as flexible as I need to be.
Yeah, and if I knew that was coming up between you and TD Mike and I,
Yeah.
Naked Twister,
Yeah. Would you be
I would probably forego manscaping for a long time.
really?
Yeah, just to gross you out.
Yeah, but you're gonna lose out on aerodynamics, which is very important in Twister.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a bit of drag.
Yeah, but once you guys get a look at all this,
Yeah, but the drag.
all this, you guys are gonna give up.
I question your strategy. You got
Yeah.
wind drag, especially depending on the time of year. Yeah, you don't want to hold in any like extra sweat. It's going to weigh you down. You're not going to be able to hold your position as long. Listen, there's strategy.
Yeah, my strategy is just to.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the Naked Twister. It got him kicked out. That was the end of the brewery incubator.
Oh,
I think they had issues before.
from Naked Twister, but they weren't actually in the brewery. They were.
It was an event at the brewery.
Why are you playing it on the stairwell? It doesn't seem like there's a lot of room there.
Well, if I remember correct, the layout of the building, which if you go back to early days of Interbrews, like one of the first like handful of episodes, I interviewed the owner, and so I was there. So they couldn't do it in the front room because there was windows, obviously.
Right.
You can't. I think they had papered up the windows, if I remember the story correctly. A lot of nudity involved, like
Okay.
that whole place on that night for whatever reason, and they were doing Twister.
Well,
I don't know. It was like one of those. Let's take a swing at this and see if it works. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
it obviously didn't work.
Yeah. So now we don't. But I think I don't know. I think we're good. I don't think we need a brewery incubator anymore. I think everything, just the business evolved.
Yep.
It was a good idea at the time to cultivate.
It's a good idea up until Naked Twister.
Yeah, there was a number of brewers there that started there, then ended up at, actual commercial breweries here in town.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a couple people that went on to that professional Twister
Yeah, the
championships.
circuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's not as whatever. It was like 7 years ago.
Okay.
That's forever ago.
Yeah. I mean, I was just out of college.
7 years ago. Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
bro. Anyway, what else did we need to talk about? I got distracted there.
Yeah, we did. We
I
need.
felt like there was a direction I needed to go.
I feel like people want us to get into it now.
What? The Renfest?
It,
It?
the meat of the show.
Oh, hold on. Back to the Renfest. So we're going to be out there the 20th, right? Yes. Sunday the 20th. That's Pirate Weekend. So if you want to batten down your hatches and walk the plank to the Renfest and hang out with us, please, make it a point. There you go. So we'll be talking with Alan, Blackwater Draw, Chris, and the crew from Blackwater Draw and College Station will be there for their Taste of Texas craft beer classes. Blake from Lomhut said that they're going to be doing one, and they've done one in years past.
Oh, cool.
So they're anticipating doing one again this year. And then, just check out the listing on.
Blake should totally dress up like his character on Gentleman's Relish.
It's not really Renaissance, though.
It's close.
It's colonial.
Yeah. We're talking 100 years difference.
No, you're not. You're talking about 300 years difference.
No.
400 years difference.
Renaissance happened in the
1300s?
No, it was after that.
1400s?
I think it was the 1500s.
1400s. Columbus was after the Ren. The Renaissance. See, I'm just calling it the Ren now because I'm in. I'm in with the Ren. He was post-Renaissance, right?
I think it was during.
All right. We should probably find out when the Renaissance
I feel
like it was earlier.
I'm
That was 1300s.
I'm about to get blasted
Are you? By who?
by people who know better than me.
Well, just Google it. That's all people are doing. People don't know. We talked about this on Interbrews. Conversations where you have to put your phone down and can't refer to your phone every time. There's a better flow to the conversation because you talk about something. You're like, what was that guy or what was that movie or whatever, and you can't remember, so you have to skip past it. And you go on to the rest of your conversation, and somebody remembers, actually in their brain remembers, and they come back, and you come back to it, and then it sparks a whole nother tangent of that conversation. Now everybody just looks stuff up, and we just kind of brush on by it. Anyway, it's kind of like callbacks. That's what I'm saying. Callbacks and conversation.
All right. Thank you. Brendan just
What?
Renaissance 14, Colonial 17.
Thank you. Centuries,
Yeah.
not 1400s. It's the 1300s is the 14th century. Colonial, 1800s.
No, you're. I think you're wrong.
No, we are in the 21st century, but we're in the 20s. Because the first century was at 100.
All right, I get it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Brendan, you should have just pretend like you were smart and all,
Yeah.
and not said that was good.
We knew he would have
Say,
popped
I
in
know.
earlier.
That's cool.
All right.
Because at home we can't see you guys looking up Google.
Or what? Playing Naked Twister or whatever else.
Yeah. Do you think people? Well, I think we should get a spinner and encourage people to play Twister.
Oh.
Yeah, just the board here. I'm not saying we're doing it on the show.
Yeah.
God no.
I wasn't. Okay. So do we want to talk local or all around?
All right. So Renaissance was between the 14th and the 17th
So
centuries.
the 1300s to the 1600s.
Yes. So that outfit could easily work in the Renaissance Festival.
No, the Gentleman's Relish is like an late 1700s, early 1800s colonial British Empire.
It could have been 1500, 1600s.
No.
Have you seen pictures of?
Yeah, 1600s, no. Late 1700s, possibly.
Well-
mid to late, and then 1800s, early 1800s.
I still think you should do it, especially on Pirate Day.
Yeah, is it going to be out there on Pirate Day? I don't think
don't
so.
know.
It'd be a different day. Are we going to talk local winners or all around?
Let's go all around. Let's just start it. Let's go category wise.
We're going to go through all of them?
Hell yeah, we're going through all of them.
All 100? And
No. We're Texas winners. That's all we care about here.
that's what I just asked. Do you want to go local or all around?
I thought you meant okay. Yes, local.
Okay.
I misunderstood.
I wasn't sure how much work he put into all those graphics. I was like, I didn't do this kind of homework.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Okay. Well, let's talk about, let's see, out of 107 categories,
Yep.
Texas Brewers in, let's see, 16 categories
Yes.
brought home medals out of 107. So a lot of those categories, I bet you we didn't even have entries. There was the,
I'm right there with you, Jeffrey.
who's that?
He says he doesn't care about anything outside the state.
What about the non-alcoholic beer category?
Why don't we start with category 5?
because that to me, look at this. This is it. Just caught my entry or
Okay.
caught my eye on this entry
Okay.
and it's also right. It's category 15, which is right below category 14, honey beer,
Yeah.
which is we had a local winner there.
Yeah.
But the non-alcoholic beer,
Yeah.
of course. Let's see, one just from San Diego that just said non-alcoholic. But then there's an oatmeal stout and a barrel-aged bourbon stout in the non-alcoholic.
A barrel-aged bourbon stout, non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I said. Huh.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Isn't that weird?
that's weird. I'd try it
Well, yeah,
For
but
sure,
how
but-
non-alcoholic can it be?
because those are normally the beers that are like super high in alcohol,
Well,
but they went the opposite way with this one.
yes, but how do you get the bourbon flavor without the bump up in alcohol? Doesn't it have to be below like 0.4, 0.04 or whatever. Yeah, 0.4 to be considered
I don't know.
non-alcoholic.
I don't know.
That'd be tough putting something in a bourbon barrel. I don't know. Maybe you don't have to get that much bourbon flavor in a non-alcoholic. I don't know.
Maybe there's a process that after they have it all ready to go, then they, like after it's ready to bottle, then they have a process where they remove the alcohol.
It's called boiling. That's what they do. You can boil the beer. That's the problem with hoppy. The traditional way of doing a non-alcoholic beer is you have to boil it.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you put hop flavor gets super amped up. But if you can do hop additions late, dry hopping and things like that.
Less than 0.5 is non-alcoholic. Thanks, Jeffrey.
There you go, Jeffrey. So I don't know. Now I'm curious. Anyway, here we go. Let's just talk about us.
So we are very proud of all the Texas winners.
Let's talk about the
And
one we
actually-
have on the table.
Yes.
Meaning I don't have any more. So can you pour me some more?
Yes, I can. Oh, are we going out of order?
Because we have it on the table.
All right, but this is the only time we're going out of order because
No, well, I can just go back.
you're gonna mess things up.
Okay, never mind. Then that one on the table is a winner. But the number 5, category number 5, number 1 in your heart, pumpkin squash beer or pumpkin spice beer category.
It's weird that they put those in the same category. Like there's 107 categories, and then there's a pumpkin beer / pumpkin spice beer. That's all one category.
Well, there was only 51 entries, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Which should tell you something. I don't know what it should tell you. I have theories. It's not based on much of anything, but just what's in my head,
All right.
based on observation. But if everybody's making a pumpkin or pumpkin spice beer, but only 51 of them entered it, what does that tell you? I don't know.
People aren't too proud of theirs.
Or they just don't. I don't know. It's like the priority of them. Anyway,
That's less than one per state.
51.
Yeah,
How many states do we have, Kennedy?
52.
All right. Top-notch geography facts right here on Liquid Lunch. All right, category 5, pumpkin / squash beer or pumpkin spice beer. Out of 51 entries, the bronze winner is your Pumpkinator from St. Arnold Brewing, Houston, Texas, the OG, the original, the best and greatest pumpkin beer in the state of Texas, according to GABF. There you go. I wonder who all sent pumpkin beers. Hold on, I got to look at this category real quick to see category 15. Sometimes they don't. Let's see. They did. Wait, what category did I say this was?
This was category 5.
Oh, 5. Did I say? Okay, yeah. So they did award a gold medal. I think last year they didn't even award a gold medal. So whole hog pumpkin ale and then pumpkin rumble mistress from Iowa, from Ankeny.
Yeah, I looked at some of those names. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
There's a beer coming up that I'm not going to try to say the name either.
Okay. But Pumpkinator perpetual winner. They've won multiple times,
Yeah.
multiple time award winning, multiple time GABF, multiple time. I think they've won World Beer Cup as well. Does that seem right?
Yeah,
I think so.
totally.
Yeah. But anyway, so Pumpkinator, I believe they probably entered 2018 into this category. This past weekend, had some family out. We did our annual Pumpkin Palooza party. Just made some pumpkin food, pumpkin desserts, drank pumpkin beer. We had 2012 Pumpkinator.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Fancy.
So I personally enjoyed Pumpkinator 1, 2, maybe 3 years.
I have some 1980 Pumpkinator. Yeah.
Do you? Yeah. Well, it's old school. Anyway, I like. I'll buy some more Pumpkinator this year. It comes out on the 15th. I may drink. Sometimes I'll drink a fresh bottle each. Kind of compare it to an older bottle. But I like to put it away for a couple years. Then it gets real nice. Real nice.
Then how long before it's gone too far?
12 was good. 2012 was still good. It was. Now I got a couple of those bottles from other places. I'm not sure.
Is 10 years too long to store your Pumpkinator?
Nobody's gone to 10 years yet. The closest anybody could do to 10 years right now would be Divine Reserve 9.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
So
12 was the first year of Pumpkinator?
el-
Or 11?
I think 11.
Okay.
Yes, because they
That's
skipped a
8.
year.
That's 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got 11 in there too. So, but I had a few bottles of 12. Anyway, here we go. So on to the next category. So Pumpkinator, go get it. It's coming out. Enjoy. Look for the bourbon barrel versions, and I think are they doing the rum barrel versions?
I don't know.
We need more information. Anyway, look for those as well. Those are really fun. Actually, fresh. Those are. I think they probably put 7. You know what? I can't speak. I'm not going to speak to any of that. I'll ask Aaron. Aaron Ekrot, St. Arnold Brewery. Huh?
Category 14.
14. Honey beers.
Honey beers.
The ones that Winnie the Pooh loves the most. Honey beers. Oh, honey. Sorry. Is that an impression of Winnie the Pooh or the president of China? Did you see all that?
Oh, no.
All that? We're super controversial here.
Yeah, they're...
You won't see us...
apparently there was an episode of South Park.
Well, that's a tip of the iceberg. You saw the whole NBA thing with the Rockets?
Something about James Harden.
No, well, the GM, Daryl Morey, he tweeted out about supporting Hong Kong, right? Keep it free, like freedom. And China doesn't like freedom.
Well,
so they got all mad.
Obviously not.
And then the NBA is like, well, we love money, so we're sorry. And now it's all a crazy
They
thing.
apologize.
They made James Harden apologize, which was the weirdest apology I've ever seen. Like, you can tell, like, this is not a fun day at work for him. But anyway, enough of that. Honey is lovable. Everybody loves honey.
That's why we call our significant others honey.
Right. And Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Honey beer, your honey hole from Spindle Tap Brewery.
Honey Hole. This
Got
is
the silver.
silver.
Got the silver.
Second best honey beer in the nation.
Yes. So this is one of those beers. I want to point this out. This is one of those beers where it's labeled right there. You see an ESB, right? Extra special bitter. Traditionally, ESBs do not have honey. And this may be one of the things like St. Arnold's Oktoberfest is another example of where you kind of put it in a certain category. Maybe it morphed as it was, produced or whatever. And it didn't really meet the guidelines of like a traditional ESB. St. Arnold's Oktoberfest does not meet the traditional guidelines of an Oktoberfest. It's an ale. Right? And they'll, but that was, you name the beer and then you tweak it afterward to get to where people like it the most and all that kind of stuff. And so, had you put this in the ESB category, they would have been like, you don't put honey in an ESB.
Yeah.
But you put it in the honey category.
Put in the honey category, it gets you second place in the nation.
Yes. At the greatest of all of the American beer fests.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, and this one is literally at every single grocery store.
Tammy says El Gordo from from Busted Sandal. That's is that just the what is their porter? El Robusto? No, I don't remember. But yes, their porter is excellent. So is that just kind of the pumpkin version of their porter? Because it's really good. I like their original porter. So and I like pumpkin porters. I like those darker beers with the pumpkins. Anyway, second place. So Spindle Tap, not just hazies.
Yeah.
They're also the honeys for the honeys. There you go.
Yeah, none of their hazies won, by the way, but
did they enter them?
I don't know if they did or not. I think the hazy, I kind of just looked over all the categories briefly.
Hazy,
and I think the hazy category was the most entered category. It had like over 300, like 350 or so entries. Here's
a thought. Here's a real serious thought. If you get serious about beer. So those beers must be served fresh,
Yeah.
right? That's what you hear all the time. The winners of that style, how far were they geographically away from Denver? And how quickly were they able to get them to the judges? And from how long from when they sent them until they were judged?
I bet on the trip over to GABF, they were dry hopping.
Like on the back of a flatbed truck or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
They had a keg. They dry hopped it. They were dry hopping. They get to GABF. They put it in a keg. Hooked up the CO2. Rolled the
Yeah.
keg around a little bit. Get it nice and
They were probably
carbonated, and then-
probably clapping fresh hops over the judge
yeah.
just to get that extra aroma.
Wow.
It's that's an interesting one that Andrew brought up. I saw that on at least on Reddit. I don't know if y'all are in any of the Texas beer groups on Reddit, but there's some robust. Speaking of robust conversations and debate going on there. But anyway, maybe we should start sharing our live stream on Reddit. Are you on Reddit?
I'm on Reddit.
Are you in any of the groups?
Yeah.
So you see that, like when I post and stuff, you see that?
I'm not
When's the
on
last
Reddit.
time you looked at Reddit?
I mean, I don't look at I look at Reddit a lot, but not
Mostly just the porn.
Is there porn? I don't think there's porn on Reddit.
What?
I've never seen porn on Reddit, but I don't go looking for porn on Reddit.
There's porn on any social thing. Is that considered social media? Reddit considered social media?
Yeah, I would say so.
It would be on Reddit. Reddit's super underground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got everything on
I
Reddit.
look at stuff like bad drivers and people getting shamed and revenge things.
Kind of
Or
dark.
people, no, like when people are acting stupid and then it kind of backfires on them.
I like the Hold My Beer Twitter.
Yeah.
Dude, Hold My Beer. That's one I follow. Anyway,
All right.
there you go. Reddit.
Category 16.
Session beers. You can sit
Session
down and drink them
beers.
all day long.
Session
Discuss
beers.
politics and what is on Reddit and what is not.
I mean, I'm literally on like, we've already down 3 of these. So,
Have we? Well, yeah, we've sessioned them up. So from our friends in Dallas, Texas, where the big Red River rivalry will be happening this weekend, you could drink a lot of this. Or who makes OU Sucks? Is that Independence? Who makes OU Sucks?
I don't remember.
I'm going to look it up real quick. But, start out with this because I don't.
Session beer, absolutely this one. I agree with this. I could drink all this whole 6-pack before the end of the show.
Yeah.
Easily.
Mm-hmm.
This thing, it's so crisp and it goes down so smooth.
That's yes. Who makes this?
This is made by Community.
Not
Beer
this.
Company.
I'm talking about the OU Sucks beer.
I don't know.
Independence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, grab you some Oklahoma Sucks beer. But before that, you can drink some Texas Lager.
First place.
First place, a gold.
Yeah.
Wow. I think just knowing that it has a gold medal makes it taste better.
Yeah. The most sessionable beer in the United States
Wow.
right now. We're drinking it.
We're drinking it.
Yes.
We're sessionabling it
Yes.
right now.
I mean,
All up on the internet.
I'm ready for another one.
Wow. Awesome. So there you go. Available pretty much everywhere from Community.
Yeah, this one's super easy to find. I mean, all the Kroger, HEB.
It won't be a long searching session.
No,
You'll find it right away.
no, this one and the Honey Hole.
Yeah.
Definitely find these everywhere.
Around Houston or everywhere
Uh,
in Texas.
well, I don't know about.
Is Honey
Yeah,
Hole up north?
I don't know. I mean, that's one of their.
Flagship or their original,
Yeah, that's
like 4, I think is what they had 4 on.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, this one's everywhere. But
Yeah. All right. Let's move right along because we've only got an hour.
yeah, speaking of hopping along the way.
Yeah. Fresh hop beer. There you go.
Yeah.
Gold for fresh hop green battles. Pint House Pizza North.
I've
Austin,
been,
Texas.
I've been to this brewery too.
This
The
location.
Pine House Pizza North. Yeah. Yeah.
So Pine House Pizza makes fantastic beers, and they're always fresh. And there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, go try this and get some pizza.
No, never had this, but I mean, first place in the nation. I mean, we're Texas. We don't have we can't really grow hops in Texas.
Or can we?
I mean,
That's foreshadowing, you.
oh.
That's a tease.
I mean, we can't hydroponically.
No, there's other ways.
Really?
Yeah, if you had a greenhouse, maybe a company that did that.
Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
that we were going to talk to at the Grain Center.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, maybe if we had somebody to talk to at the.
Oh, are we doing this now?
Do we want to do it now, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
The Grain Cellar.
Yeah.
That's your one-stop fermenting shop, 240 First Street West, Humble, Texas 77338 in Humble. No more stoplight cameras, so nothing to get in your way of homebrew magic. Preston is ready and waiting with open arms to welcome you in and give you all the brewing or mead making or cider making or wine making or cheese making or any kind of fermentation science advice that you need. Preston is there just to hit you with it.
With more fresh hops than you can shake a stick at.
Shake a brew paddle at, for sure. Yeah, he's got fresh hops. He's got all the yeast varieties. He's got all the expertise. And when you walk in and tell him, hey, heard about you on Liquid Lunch, free hugs, waist up, waist down, your choice.
Yep.
So there you go. And if he can take Kennedy and teach him to make drinkable beer, what can he do for you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The sky's the limit. The Grain Cellar. And we'll be there soon to talk about some other stuff. What?
Brendan's just saying they do have stoplight cameras in Humble.
They can't legally send you a ticket. It's against the law. It's against Texas law now.
Well, either way, you probably don't want to speed. Or
It wasn't the speeding.
or run red lights.
It's the right on red, and they would be like,
Well, I found in Humble they tend to have overzealous law enforcement,
yeah.
and I make sure to keep within the speed limit and do everything right there.
No, I'm all about that speed limit, but I'm saying when you go right on red, they'll pop you for it. It's like, oh, you ran. No, it's legal.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Don't run red lights in Humble. Anyway, it's probably a bad idea.
not running. You can go right on red though, keeping the flow of traffic going.
Well, you're not really. I wouldn't. Anyway.
That's not running a red light. That's just obeying the law. Whatever.
Category 25.
23.
Oh, yeah. I missed one.
Yeah, you did. Or
Category 23.
check that prescription, bro. American Belgio style L.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Well, that means it's a Belgian style from the origin, and then we Americanized it.
Yeah. So I did notice there's two. There's Americo Belgian style, and there's also Belgian style.
Which would be more traditional.
Yeah.
American would just mean maybe American hops and that sort of thing. So a gold medal for Whittington. Whittington from Central District Brewing in Austin, Texas.
And I did have this beer recently at the brewery.
Did you?
Yeah, a few days ago.
Are they in the Central District?
They are basically at the end of kind of off of 6th Street.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so
On Red River Street?
yeah.
Just in
So-
time for the Red River showdown?
So kind of that area between 6th Street and Rainy Street in Austin.
Okay.
If you walk down 6th Street and decide you're gonna from top to bottom, and then you decide you want to go over to Rainy Street, this place is along the way. It's about halfway along the way. So a good pit stop.
Yeah, for a gold medal winning beer.
Yeah,
It's a Belgio style ale. That's a wit. There you go. All right.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Did you try that beer?
It was really good. Yes, this was the beer I had there.
Is it dry hopped with American hops? Is it
No,
witty and hoppy?
no, it's not hoppy at all. No.
No hop aroma?
I didn't really get a whole
Did you
lot of
smell
hops.
it? Did you
Yeah,
put-
of course I
I
smelled
thought
it.
I would figure that's what the American style would be. Somebody let me know. I don't know. Let's see. Number 25, category 25.
Yeah.
Ready for this?
I am.
That is the fruited American style sour ale category. There were 215 entries. Gold medal. Oh, spoiler alert! Right there on the screen. A beer called Roxanne.
So
From-
yeah, this one, lots of entries on this one,
Yes.
and surprise, surprise, first place,
Yeah. There you
first place in all of the United States, Roxanne.
Yes. Boom. What's up now? St. Elmo.
Not putting up the red lights.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, you don't have to wear that dress tonight. You just have
No.
to try that beer.
Mm-hmm.
I've not tried this one. I wonder what kind of fruit was in it. We should have gotten more information.
I have not, but
We need to go to Austin.
yeah.
You were just there.
was
We need to
just
talk
there.
about your trip.
I
Well,
don't think we're going to get to my trip today.
we'll rock it through. We don't have to go. This is, you know what? We'll rock it through. This next one, close to home,
Yeah.
close to our hearts, in the wood and barrel aged strong beer,
Yeah.
category number 29, 155 entries. Coming home with the bronze medal, which most Olympians will say, if you're going to medal, this is the most satisfactory medal you get. Silver always wonders what they could have done. Gold is like somebody, you know, what can I do to top this? Bronze up there on the podium, and they're like, you know what? I did good. Typically. So from our friends at Great Heights Brewing Company, Bourbon Legend. Boom. Yes. Barley wine. Available now? Maybe. You have to go by the tap room and check it out.
Wooden barrel aged.
Huh?
Wooden barrel aged strong beer.
Yes.
I know you said that.
I
but-
did say that.
Yeah.
There you go. So, you know, as the weather cools and you can get your hands on some of this one, there you go. This is one where they, you know, because it takes a little while, fermentation, aging, conditioning,
Yes,
all of that.
They're not doing this on the back of a truck on the way to
No,
GABF.
they are not. And so this is one you got to watch for and anticipate and then make your way down there. I love Great Heights. I love them.
Yeah. First
Patrick.
first date.
Yeah.
First date of Jules and I.
Oh,
Great Heights.
adorable. All right, enough of the mushy stuff. On to category 43, German-style Pilsner at the other end of the spectrum. Way, way, way at the other end of the spectrum. German-style Pilsner, 183 entries.
Lots of entries.
Quite a few.
Lots of entries.
The silver medal goes to Golden Age Pilsner, Family Business Beer Company in Dripping Springs, Texas.
yeah.
Family business.
A lot of Texas Hill Country breweries represented
Yeah.
in our 16 winners.
It's family business. You've been to this one, right?
I have been to this one. This is owned, the partial owners, I forgot his name.
From
From
Supernatural.
From Supernatural and like Days of Our Lives.
and before Supernatural, Smallville, for
Yeah.
a season or two.
I think somewhere in there was Days of Our Lives as well. But
No.
he, when we did go, he was making an appearance that day and he was signing autographs, and it was effing packed.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
yeah.
So they not only have dreamy guy, we can't remember his name.
They have
from the
award-winning.
shows.
They have award-winning beer.
They have some of the best Pilsner you can get your mouth
Yeah.
on.
Jensen. Yeah, thanks, Misty.
Of course, Misty knew.
Yeah, wow.
Saying she's a wealth
She's
of knowledge.
she's from the Hill Country.
I'm just saying she knows a lot.
She lives in Florida, but
George.
she's got Texas roots in that Hill Country.
I knew there was something about her.
Yeah,
Like she seems.
yeah.
She seems. There's something. There's another level.
She's
there's
all right.
another level
She's all
of
right
stuff.
for Florida.
Yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't your. It's like.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, are you a Tampa Bay fan? Are you a Rays fan?
I think
Misty?
she's an Astros fan.
Okay. Again, I knew there was something about her.
If not, I'm making her an Astros fan.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next category, 45, Munich style Helles. Another great crispy beer to drink from Allstott, all the way up there in Fredericksburg. Man, they seem to. Allstott seems to be
Yeah,
positioned
Allstott.
well.
They killed it at GABF.
Yeah, it seemed they seem positioned well to do traditional, like beers judged on traditional standards.
Yeah, like I think they do a lot of German style beers, and they're in Fredericksburg,
Yeah,
very German town.
yeah,
Yeah, lots of German roots there.
lots of Germans, lots of sausage.
Yeah,
Yeah, Fredericksburg's fun.
yeah.
All right. So yeah, and their brewery's awesome looking too. I've yet to go there, but soon. Category 53, Baltic style porter. 51 entries, bringing home the gold.
Yeah.
Snap Yo Baltics, Freetail Brewing Company, Brew Pub, San Antonio, Texas. You know them,
Yeah.
Freetail, represented by the Freetail Bat.
Yes.
So San Antonio's original
National Bat of Texas.
craft brewery. Is it? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Congratulations. Baltic port. Have you ever had a Baltic porter?
Yeah, one of the Divine Reserves recently was a Baltic Porter.
Was it DR?
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't one of the last icons?
No,
think
it
you're
was
right.
definitely a DR.
You're right, because those are bigger. Those are
Because
gonna be bigger.
I went out and got it.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of money on that 6-pack, and to be honest, wasn't my style.
It's all right.
I still have like a couple in my refrigerator. If
Do
you
you?
if you ever want, if you got one. I think
What
it was
number
like,
DR
I think
was that?
I think it was 17. I'm not sure. Somebody feel free to correct me.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I'll do that. I'll draw. Yeah.
Not as good as the Freetail, according to GABF standards.
Well, they didn't enter the DR.
No. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Anyway. Yeah. All right. Category 55 with 167 entries.
Yeah.
Again, gold medal from our friends at Allstott Brewery in Fredericksburg, Texas. Allstott Kolsch. 2
golds.
2 golds for 2 very traditional German beers.
Mm-hmm.
I was almost going to say lagers, but Kolsch is not a lager. Kolsch, one of those super drinkable, super great hot summer day beers. Beer garden beers. That's what that is. So there you go. Traditional Kolsch style.
Right.
Can't say Kolsch.
Yeah.
Kolsch style.
Can't say
That's it.
Kolsch because it's not actually from the region of Germany.
Cologne. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's a Kolsch style. It's an appellation. That's what they call that. Right? All right. Here we go. So Allstott. There you go. Two more reasons to visit Fredericksburg and Allstott Brewery.
Two of the best beers
2 golden
in
reasons.
the United States.
2 golden reasons. All right.
Yeah.
Category 82, contemporary Goza. 102 entries in the Goza category. Contemporary. I wonder what contemporary versus like traditional.
I only have the Texas winners in front of me. I wonder if there was a traditional Goza.
I'll look in just a second. But for the bronze medal goes to the one you just already put on the screen. Galactic Minotaur from True Vine in Tyler. I've had True Vine before, but never this Goza.
What's cool here is East Texas representing.
Tart. Huh?
East Texas representing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Way to go.
we don't get a lot of the East Texas stuff. But yeah,
There
True
you go.
Vine. Mm-hmm. True Vine's killing it.
They killed that. That Minotaur. They
Yeah.
killed it. Mounted it on their wall.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Tart, I'm assuming. Goza. And maybe they used Galactic Yeast or something. All right. Let's see. After them, category 85, German style wheat ale. This is no surprise at all. 37 entries.
Just
Bronze.
yeah.
Bronze.
The only shock this is that it's sitting at third.
This one of my Mount Rushmore beers, Live Oak Hefeweizen. I mean, what else do you need to say about it? Live Oak Hefeweizen.
like I've brewed a couple Hefes, and this is like my inspiration right here.
This should be everybody's inspiration for everything.
I really want to do a beer that tastes just like this Live Oak.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like now that it's canned, for the longest time it wasn't canned,
Uh-huh.
you can just buy some.
Yeah,
You're not going to make it better. You can make it as good. You can make
No.
it different, but you're not going to. That's
No, but if I'm brewing a Hefe, I want it to taste like Live. I want it to taste like this.
okay. It's aspirations.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe-
It's like trying to make that.
Maybe just a tad more. Well, I like mine really banana-y.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Just just randle it through some bananas.
Okay.
I don't know. What's up, Jose? Jose's
is,
listening.
Is there an actual banana beer?
Yeah. You remember the Murphy's banana bread? Yeah, there's people that.
Oh,
make
there's
that.
Buffalo Bayou had that bananas Foster.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, people make. Yeah, Buffalo Bayou.
Like, do people actually put bananas in beer?
Yeah, Bananas Foster had bananas in it.
Did it actually have bananas in it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive.
Jeffrey, have you ever brewed bananas? If anybody's would know, it'd be Jeffrey.
Maybe. Yeah. Get back to us.
Yeah.
All right,
Get
let's
back if you
keep
ever
this thing
brewed
going.
with
We're
bananas.
gonna run out of time just talking
Yeah,
on
I
a
know.
talk show.
I know. Go figure.
Belgian style triple, category number triple. Category 93 from Marble Falls.
Yeah.
Love this place.
Another hill country.
Love this place. Save the World Brewing Company, Marble Falls. Princeps Pacius? Princeps Passius,
Paces, Pass. Yeah.
brewed with coriander.
Yeah.
Interesting.
First place.
Wow.
Another Texas Hill Country first place beer.
I said it on a podcast a couple of weeks ago, at Cyclers actually, which will be open this weekend. Quick plug for Clay and Abby and the whole crew out at Cyclers. The weather's going to be awesome, so go spend time in the forest and drinking some fantastic beers. They have some Belgian beers on tap as well. A triple, I believe, or Tripel. Some other traditional I think traditional Belgian style beers are due for a comeback around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is the next comeback around styles. You know, doubles, doubles, tripels. I think they're about to.
Is there a single?
There's this, yeah, like a Pater's beer. Pater's beer.
That's a single.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Single. Yeah, let's do single. I like it. But anyway, Marble Falls, of course, all their proceeds go to charity, and they have a great brewery there. Marble Falls is a fun place to visit.
Yeah, I'm so upset when I went to Marble Falls recently, and I did not get to go to Save the World. It wasn't open.
You failed.
You
failed to strategize your trip accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
I really wanted to go here.
Their beer is available, I know, here in the Houston area,
Yeah.
at least up here in Northwest Houston. Maybe not always, but from time to time.
Yeah.
Available all in around Austin. Mm-hmm. So look for those big format bottles.
Their beers are really good.
Yes, they take
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
time and pride in what they make. And but you really do. You want to visit the brewery.
Yeah.
It's cool. Doing good stuff up there. Thank you. All right, category 95: Belgian style dark strong ale or Belgian style quadruple. Only 62 entries because it's super hard to do. But Bitter Sisters Quad from Addison, Texas. Bitter Sisters Brewery.
Yeah. Once again, back up to Dallas.
Yep.
Dallas had a couple.
Who had more, Dallas or Houston?
Houston.
Of course we did.
Yeah. But Austin and
Jeffrey has not brewed with banana.
no, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin and Hill Country. They
Austin is different than Hill Country.
yeah.
That's two different categories. Who had more,
Alright.
Austin or Hill Country?
I don't know. I have to go back and look. Is Dripping Springs? Would you consider that more Austin or Hill Country?
I'm going to call it Hill Country just because Austin has so many brewers in and of itself.
Yeah.
Just because the category gets to be unwieldy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I want
for
to
mild.
say Hill Country had more than Austin.
Okay. I like it. Either way. And then our final one, rounding it out for Texas, category 105 out of 107 categories. Category 105. Scotch Ale. You've probably seen this one around if you haven't tried this one. Once that weather gets cold, December, January, February here in Texas, reach for a malty Scotch Ale, silver medal winning, Real Heavy from Real Ale Brewing Company in Blanco, Texas. There you go. And this one's pretty widely available if you got a good place. You can find this one.
Yeah, I don't think they sell this in the 6-packs. I think it's just the big. I could be
Big format
completely-
bottles?
Yeah, I
What
could
is
be
that one?
completely wrong.
Zoom in on that.
I can't just zoom in on it.
What kind of graphic is this? I don't know. You may be right. They do have the big format bottles, and then they do have the 4-packs and
I
the
could be,
6-packs.
I could be completely wrong, and you guys can feel free to.
No, it's fine. But you can find this one. Real Heavy's you can find it. Where finer craft beers are sold in Texas. So, are you zooming in, trying to figure it out?
I can see it. It doesn't say.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just wait till the weather turns, and this is a good one. It's a good Christmas day after Christmas beer.
Anyway, yeah, congratulations to all the breweries.
Yes. Another GABF
Yeah.
in the
I
books.
don't know. This is the first time we've ever really extensively covered the winners and stuff. So in the past, I wonder how Texas has done, because we had 18. I don't have the numbers how many golds we actually won out of those 18.
I want to say we've gone north of 20 before.
Okay.
I think maybe last year.
Well, man,
But you have to think-
if Chadford was on right now, he's obviously not watching today.
I feel like he's
'Cause
probably still recovering.
he's obviously not watching because he'd be all over all this.
He's still recovering. Well, yeah, my pronunciation of triple versus tripel,
Yeah.
all that. James sleeping in a drawer. with a nightcap, all that. I think I don't know. There's a lot more breweries now, but I don't know how many breweries. The numbers are interesting, and that's one of those things that Andrew's article or post or whatever. Check it out on Reddit or Craft Beer Austin or Austin Craft. What is it? Austin Craft Beer? Craft Beer Austin? I forget. Yeah, it's just if you Google Austin Craft Beer, it'll come up. Anyway, it discusses some of that kind of stuff. It's like how many breweries do we have versus how many people actually entering beers? What does it take to logistically get some of these styles there in time to where they're going to be at their best? That's an interesting thought. I don't know. Some beers it doesn't, like a barrel aged bourbon beer. It doesn't matter if it took it another month to get there, unless obviously unless it's in like the back of somebody's car in 100-degree heat. But you know what I'm saying? All things to think about. All things to think about.
Yeah.
But wherever you are in Texas, you should be able to find award-winning GABF award-winning beers.
You think people like the breweries from Massachusetts, right? That there because there were some there, and that's the only one. That's one I think of just offhand. That's probably like the furthest away. You think they drove the beer to GABF, or do you think they flew it?
Oh, and does that change in atmospheric pressure affect?
Yeah, I'm curious.
I don't know. I mean, they have to send it ahead of time. I believe
all that time on the road.
I don't. These
or they throw it, or being in the airplane at high altitude.
This. I feel like this is one of those things like the Brewers Association. Mm-hmm. They should do a documentary on what goes into getting all these beers to the GABF. I think that would be fascinating.
And then the categories like hazy beers.
Yeah.
When there's over 300 entries.
Yeah.
How do you judge that?
They need. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody needs to delve into some of that.
I doubt one person tasted all.
No,
300 and something.
No. There's a panel of judges, lots of judges, from all over the country.
Or they're using I would say that they probably use spit.
I think Aaron. You know what? Aaron Ekrod, I think, judged this year.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk to him. You know what? That's one of those things. Maybe I'll send out.
Do you think
I'll send out some feelers, Aaron, if you're watching. If somebody passes that along.
Dude, I bet he's excited.
Yeah, he is. So we'll see. We'll talk about that. We'll chat it up. So because that makes me curious. I don't know. Anyway, all right. What else we got to talk about? I feel like we've talked about a lot of stuff. Let me look at my notes.
Yeah, information overload today.
Was it?
Yeah, we delved deep into GABF, but we're the only show brave enough to do this.
I know, right? The hard-hitting topics that nobody else is
Yeah.
bold enough to really jump on. That's us.
I mean, sure, you could just pick up
An email.
internet article and say, "Oh, okay."
That's who did that.
Yeah.
I wonder how many viewers we lost just reading a list.
Or you could. Nah, we're gaining viewers by reading that list.
Are we? Don't look at the
think so.
numbers. Don't look at the
I'm looking at the numbers.
numbers. Okay. Well,
Always look at the numbers.
okay. Well, anything else? Oh, we didn't. Your trip to Austin in like 2 minutes. How was it?
It was fun.
ACL, right?
ACL weekend. Went to ACL with the lovely Jules.
Yep.
Hi, Jules. I think she's busy today. I don't know if she's watching.
No.
Yeah. Saw Guns N' Roses.
How was that?
Cool.
How did Axel sound?
Axel, he's lost some of his voice.
He's
It's
50,
Yeah, they're all in their 50s.
50 something. I mean, Slash is still Slash though.
I mean, Slash.
He may be better now than he was back in the day.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, Slash is still running up the stairs and jumping off of 4 stairs and.
No, he's in great shape.
He's like,
I'm worried about his knees.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about guitar wise. He's still as good or better than he was back in the day.
Oh, sure. So what happens is, I think Axel, because he's getting on up there and he's not in the best of shape, that he every 15 minutes he takes a break. And
Changes shirts.
Changes shirts. So they're they'll have a song, and they'll go into a 10-minute guitar solo.
Yeah.
And he comes back. He's got a new shirt. He's rested.
Yeah.
So it's
Probably back there with oxygen.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. But I mean, to his credit, they played 2.5 hours.
Well, he wears 8 layers of clothing, right?
No, he's just one T-shirt.
That's it for Axel?
Yeah. And he comes. It's not like he's wearing 20 T-shirts and slowly starts stripping them off.
Yeah.
It was hot. It was.
That is a tough one.
It was.
And how long was their
effing
portion of the concert?
It started. They went from I think 7:30 to 10. something like
That's
that.
a long time.
Yeah,
That
but I will say this: they could cut an hour out of their show and not play any songs off Chinese Democracy because that album sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if you're a fan of Guns N' Roses and you like that album, but that album absolutely blows. And they could have they played probably every song off that album.
really?
Well, I just assume like when they're playing the songs I don't know that
It
they
was
were
fine.
off Chinese Democracy.
Are they not putting out a new album?
No.
They don't want to. They don't want to actually have to work. They just want to.
No, they're making a shit ton of money touring.
Well, yeah, but
Why would you put out new? I don't think those guys could like work together anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they
like make music,
I feel like you can record a song. Like if they came out with one new single that was a hit.
yeah, but name a band like from the '80s that like all of a sudden, 30 years later, comes out with a song and it's a hit. 'Cause
Okay, from an '80s band.
yeah, came out with a song 30 years later and it was a hit.
All right, let me think about this real quick.
All right.
'80s bands. What were the biggest '80s bands? See, Bon Jovi hasn't done it.
All right.
I mean, they've come out with new stuff, but none of it like.
Yeah.
The last thing they put out was what 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. That's not today.
Yeah.
Um,
Or just 30 years. So
Poison, no.
like
Metallica, no.
no,
They've had new albums, but they haven't been as good.
no,
Duran Duran, no,
no. The Cure.
no.
Saw them hit. Saw them too.
Men at Work.
And it work. Metallica. All right, Brendan. Do you honestly like any of the new Metallica stuff?
What is the last thing Metallica
Anything
put out
in the
that was
last
good?
20 years from Metallica do you like?
When was how long ago? Like Load and Reloaded, those were back in the 90s, right?
Yeah, I think
Late
so.
90s.
Yeah.
So that's 20 years ago. It's like, what have they put out that was good?
In the 2000s, since the
Yeah, I don't think they
since
put out
2000s.
anything good.
Yeah.
When was Whiskey in the Jar their cover?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. That's not even their song.
You saw. There's not. See, Metallica would be cool, Misty. It's just that
They're gonna play all their old stuff.
If as long as they're like sticking to the the good stuff.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of somebody that's put out something
Saint
good.
Anger.
Yeah, that was a horrible song. That was horrible.
I'm not familiar with this. I honestly stopped listening to Metallica when they basically put an end to Napster
Because
I couldn't get
it matters now.
it. Well, it doesn't matter now, but
Right.
that's what.
Let me think about this. Elton John.
Okay. Does he have new stuff that's good?
I mean, he's put something out in the last 20 years.
Is it good?
I think so. Everything Elton John puts out is pretty good. It's not going to be. It's going to be. It might not be "I'm Still Standing" or "Saturday Night's All Right for a Fight," but
Crocodile Rock.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It might not be that
Because
level.
he remembers when Rock was young.
I know, right? Let's see. Billy Joel hasn't put out anything in a long time. Chicago's even older than that.
Yeah, Chicago's like 70s.
Gosh,
Cinderella.
Michael Jackson hadn't put anything out in a while. Still waiting on that.
Yeah. Be waiting for a while.
Let's see. There's got to be somebody
Yeah.
putting out something.
I'm telling you, it doesn't work because people...
Elvis Costello.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Who are you thinking? REM.
No.
I got nobody.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's get.
I mean, because like their fans are there to see like the classics. They don't want to see. But I mean, Chinese Democracy, that was, I believe, 90s as well.
I thought they never put that out.
Yeah. And anyway, so like their songs are playing. I'm like, oh, this song's. So yeah, just cut that whole album out of the set list. And it was cool. They even played like a Velvet Revolver song.
Did they?
Yeah.
I think once the lead singer of that other, like the band you cheated on your band with,
Yeah.
once
No.
he's dead, it's fine.
No, and like, and Axl Rose was singing a Velvet Revolver
That's what I'm
song.
saying. That's
yeah.
because Scott Weiland sang all those Guns N' Roses songs, as did Miles Kennedy. He does that too. He's made a lot of money singing Guns N' Roses songs,
Journey. About that band. They still tour.
but they don't put anything new out.
No.
No, Madonna hasn't put anything out.
No, she hasn't.
All right, here we go. Spotify. Maybe they know. Let's see. Nope. Bruce Springsteen hasn't put anything. 9 Inch Nails? No. U2. I've never really liked U2.
No, you two's.
Anthrax?
All right. So, in case you're just joining us, Justin is trying to figure out any 80s bands that have put out new music this decade that's still good. And if anybody knows of anyone,
Man, I got nothing.
just put it in the comment line because I don't think there's any.
Def Leppard. Dude, uncalled for. All right, that's it. We got nothing.
Yeah.
The latest Metallica is not good. Not compared to what they used to do.
No.
Oh, what state won the most
The most I don't know.
GABFs?
I didn't. It's probably California, if I were guessing.
Or Colorado?
I think it's Colorado or California just because it's just way bigger.
All right, we don't know those stats.
We don't, I'm just guessing here. I'm not looking at anything, but I'm pretty sure it's California.
Okay. All right, let's wrap the show.
Let's wrap it.
It's 1:15 already.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's flown by so fast.
I need to stop drinking these Texas lagers.
I mean,
Very sessionable.
they're so sessionable.
Like I'm already getting there's a pyramid starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, were they considered 80s? I thought they're 90s.
No, they were definitely around the 80s.
But when's the last time they put out anything good? Scar Tissue was their last big album?
No,
When was that?
they've come up with several since then.
Not their last big album.
AC/DC.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Misty said Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's what I'm saying.
I think maybe.
Scar Tissue was their last big album.
I think for the fan. No, they've had.
They've had
several.
other albums, but you said good stuff. That was the
No.
caveat.
I don't know.
Red
I
Hot
think-
Chili Peppers doesn't count.
I think some people. They still have a big following.
That's not what we're talking about. Guns N' Roses still has a big following. Metallica still has a big following, but they haven't put out anything new. That was the whole caveat.
Yeah.
New stuff.
Yeah.
Bowling for Soup.
Yeah.
How about them? They're 90s.
Mm-hmm.
They're still putting out stuff all the time. They're not as big as they were when this song came out or whatever.
Stadium Arcadian.
What year was that? That was that's what I'm saying. That was the Scar Tissue album. That was like 2000 or 99.
If it was 2000, it counts.
That doesn't count. I think it was.
Well, Green Day maybe. They're still putting out.
Were they 80s though?
No,
They're
not
90s.
really.
They're
Like
90s.
early 90s, but I would say.
If you want to just
Yeah.
say in the last 20 years, that's too big of it. That's too big.
Yeah.
From
Okay.
10 to 20, that's what the window they get.
Yeah.
2010 to 2020, they were big in the 80s. We got to do some research.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get on to that. I'll forget about this whole conversation as soon as I walk out of the door.
Maybe a country artist. Any country artists? Dolly Parton. She was big in the 60s. Willie Nelson.
She's still big.
Weezer's not an 80s band. 90s.
That's true.
We're in
They
the
were
90s.
like mid.
They're still putting
90s.
out stuff,
Yeah.
and they've put out stuff recently. Most of the
Yeah.
newest albums all covers though,
Yeah.
so that doesn't count.
All right. You're out. We're almost out, Jeffrey.
Yeah,
We stopped talking about beer and started talking 80s bands.
Jeffrey's fickle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jeffrey, your next project is to brew a beer with bananas.
go bananas.
Yeah. You can go bananas on that.
All right. Well, with the last stuff,
Because he nails it with raspberries.
there you go.
Foo Fighters. Oh.
90s.
Yeah.
They first album was 96.
90s, but they've been going strong for a long time.
Yeah, but that's late 90s.
They're still putting out music. Good
They are,
new-
but it's
new-
not the category we're talking. We're talking 80s. We've listed
true.
6
That's
90s bands.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Foo Fighters still making good stuff. I like the Foo Fighters, but not an 80s band. Anyway, all right. Well, everybody, have a great weekend. Run out of music. Go drink a beer.
Beer someone this weekend.
There you go.
Make it
Go
your
Astros.
mission.
Go Astros.
Dude Production. Action!